This DJ's so funky, man.
Prepare on 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart, where the talk is real and the vibe is live. I hope you're all feeling great and wonderful today, because here, serving a slice of everyday life is what RDDC is all about. For any feedback, questions, or show requests, please contact us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. That's Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. Also, you can check us out for our Food for Thought segments, along with special prizes or giveaways at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. That's realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. For anything that is coming up, we thank you for igniting and helping spark the hearts and the minds of all those around the world, and of course us at the RDDC team. So I am once again late, but I'm here. I am also holding the mic freestyle. I do not feel like using the stand and the prompt and everything that comes along with the studio recording, so bear with me for any back and forth. But it's a little bit more relaxing to talk to everyone when I have the mic in my hand. I can maneuver around and get a little bit more deep with you. I don't like to be stiff. RDDC is about a slice of everyday life, no matter what it might be. I know a lot of people talk about news segments and the Clinton and Trump thing, or whatever's going on with this. And, to me, you're going to see it everywhere anyway. So why should I reiterate on it when there's probably like 12,000 YouTube videos about it right now and 17,000 posts going up about it every minute on social media? So, let life take its course. Let life be what it's going to be, and let it have what it's going to have. Whether play your part or not, you know where you belong and you know what you stand for. And that's all it is. That's all that matters. So we are going to be talking about, this segment was called The Game Changer on a certain level, but the game changer comes to kind of a part 1, part 2, maybe part 3 factor of the loyalty level. There's been some incidences that occurred last weekend. A particular good friend of mine, she was hoodwinked, to say the least. And I'm taking a slice from her book right now, and I really, really feel for her. Like, she's literally my twin almost, And she had this message come in from her soon-to-be future husband. But the thing is, the message wasn't for her or her name. It was for another woman. Yeah, tell me about it. It was for another woman under the woman's name. I mean, how detrimental could you get? I mean, you're about to spend your life with this person. You're happy, you're excited, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, out of nowhere. Just a whole nother name. I won't mention her name because I'm pretty sure a lot of people share the name. But at the same time, it's not the other woman's fault if she's not aware of what's going on. I had to let her know that. It's the person's fault for leading it on to where it has went, and that other person might have been along longer than she has. So we never know. But that's still in the works. I'll catch you guys up later on that. But yeah, it's totally breathtaking. I can't even barely talk because I can't even believe it's still real. I feel for her, I feel for her because it's like, how could you have a message that came in just, from the person you love, directed towards you, but for another woman and another name? And it's a sad thing to say. So the game changer with this one, let's just say part 1, game changer part 1. Okay. To be safe, just in case we touch base on this later on. the thing for me is, it's not funny, but the lightheartedness of the matter is, one, it could have been something to save her butt from dealing with someone who wasn't worth her time. Two, it could have been him really sick and methodically playing a game with her to see how she would react, or if she really cared about him. Some people really do play worse games and sick games than that. Or three, it genuinely was an accident, and he was stringing this woman to a tune of a drum for some odd reason that benefited him in some way, and really actually loves my friend. I mean, I'm not saying you can't. Maybe he's in love with her and loves the other, or loves the other and in love with her. Who knows? Maybe it's a third one. I don't know. I'm not trying to make the situation worse, but I will say this. The whole thing is what is the game changer? What can make a person change? Now, this is going to be part one, dealing with relationships. I think part two will deal more with our actions in life to move us forward in the things that we're doing. And I know I haven't been on point the way I should be. I'm on point, but I'm not on point the way I know I could and can be. But we'll talk about that more so. But right now we're basing it more towards relationships. So if you have any questions or comments, or anything you want to add to this, maybe even be a part of our segment to where you have something to say, which we will be bringing more people on to have their talks and laughs and so forth. This RDDC is growing a lot. It's just not showing at this moment. We're just pulling the red carpet. I can't even talk right now. We're pulling the red curtains back as time comes along. But when it comes down to this, the game changer is, does she stay? It's neutral, because we're not dealing with it unless you are. And maybe if you are dealing with it, I'm dealing with it my own way. We all have our certain ways where the game changer comes in. Does she stay? Does she continue to deal with this person and love them and try to push past it, knowing that at the pit of her stomach it hurts so bad that she can't even breathe? Or does she just confront it and say she's going to do her best to move past it, always having in the back of her mind? Or does she let him go? Does she let the love of her life go, even no matter how light the mistake is? But at the same time, it comes down to how many mistakes will come her way that she has to let go of, or should let go of, or shouldn't. How many discrepancies or I'm sorries or apologies that she may need given to her or given to someone else. Forgiveness comes in so many forms, but forgiving and forgetting are two different matters, even though they sound almost the same and are almost spelled in some likeness. But the game changer comes into, what do we want to be our game changer? I mean, there's always options ahead of us, and I dedicate this segment to her, and how she feels, and all those out there who are feeling or dealing with some kind of similarities. I dedicate this to you too, because it does hurt when you give your trust and your loyalty to someone and you genuinely are that person, and either us or them have had so many hurts and pains and letdowns, and they just can't seem to say this is the real deal. And it's a lot hard to pull the wool off of someone's eyes, let alone over, especially nowadays. And we can blame the world, but honestly, it's everyone that had a part to do with why the world is the way it is today. But it all comes down to, what are we going to do to be the game changer? Let it flow, let it go. My counsel, my words is, see where the road takes you. Stand still, be still. Just kind of enjoy life as much as you can, even though your heart's aching, stomach's twisting, and this is to her and everyone else that's listening out here. If you, whatever it takes to make you feel better at the end of the day, that's not going to be harmful to yourself but beneficial, I say take that route in the best manner possible, responsibly but possible. Don't ever let it make you feel like you can't move forward in life because someone else decides to stand still. Don't ever make it seem like you are not good enough because someone else made a mistake. Don't ever feel like you're less of a person because someone else doesn't have their mind right. It all comes down to what we will choose for ourselves. No one has the credibility, means, definition, or climb, or any kind of altitude to tell us what we're worth and what we can do and who we can find and who we're worth. It's any way you want to break it down. No one has the right to make you feel any less than who you are. And if they feel any less than who they are and they don't want to take a clear route to getting better, then that's them. But the game changer comes into what are we willing, or what is she willing, or what are you willing? What are they willing to do to make that game changer happen? She can't go back, and you can't go back. I can't go back. If any of these situations that happen to us, whether it be relationships, business, whatever, we can't go back in time. We can move forward in time, but we can't go back in time. We can't change it. We can't change what's happening, all right? We can make it better, but is it going to surface under us and just, nag at us and bother us? Does it take the whole flair out of it? I can only imagine where she's at right now, where it's like, yeah, I love him and I still feel that I don't want to be away from him. But at the same time, does it feel the same to give him a hug? Does it feel the same to eat dinner with him and look into his eyes? Does it feel the same to kiss his lips, or same vice versa? Does it feel the same to touch her skin? Does it feel the same to know that their love is separated, or they've done something to you? You know what I mean? Like that, it has a lot of game changers to come with it. It's not just as simple as, I forgive you, let's go forward. When you love someone down to every layer that they are and every purpose that they can find, it's not as simple as some people make it seem, or we can make it seem to ourselves. It comes down to what I believe was all mine, what I believe was sacredly between us, has now been shared and broken this entire time. I've been living this facade, almost, and you knew about it. And regardless of what agenda you had in your mind, it still was being played out without my knowing of it. So, I say to you, I say to her, myself, and everyone out there, if something like this is being done, if something like this is something that you absolutely can't see yourself moving forward in, don't hurt it more than it already is. Let it go. Let it go. Let your heart move you, but let it go. Be the game changer for yourself. Decide what you're going to do. Just let it happen. If they have to grovel on the ground and beg you for forgiveness and really change their ways and show you proof is in the pudding and try to really get you back, yeah, then you decide. But the game changer comes for what you want different. And just because you keep getting, or you gotten things like this, doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something to attract it. It could just mean you have a genuine heart or a loving spirit. It could just mean they have a lot of things going on with them they haven't figured out. It doesn't mean that you're wrong or something's wrong with you, unless you're purposely trying to aggravate the situation and make something happen between you. But I'm just saying, be who you are, no matter what happens, no matter what change you have to make, no matter what kind of progress you're making, or, hopefully not any steps back, but only steps forward. Life is about expanding and getting to the levels and horizon that we all believe and know that's where we belong. And when it comes down to so many things, it has to be, what are we willing to do greater for ourselves? The game changer is knowing that you don't have to deal with anyone's BS. That's what the game changer is. The game changer is knowing that you are more than you will ever know and come to find out. The game changer is knowing that no matter what a person may want to put you through, they're already putting themselves through it. The game changer is you have the power to change the game. That's what one of the game changers is. It's the best tool in the world. I tell you right now, it was so nice. You kind of feel it when you can wake up and go to the bathroom and comb your hair and brush your teeth. Take your time and you say, oh, this is my day, relationship or not. But once you know you really have the power not to deal with anyone's BS or anyone's lies, yeah, the pain lasts for a while. Sometimes you go through lonely streaks. But guess what? It's the most beautiful, uplifting feeling, knowing that it's just you and the Creator, your inner being, your inner peace, your connectivity, all of that, the law of everything that is. And it is the alignment of the law. I appreciate meeting so many different people in life and being able to understand. It's kind of a little over the top sometimes, overthetop.com. But it's something that I love very much because I have the freedom to relax, not just be with this person, that person, but just know people on a friendly basis and understand them more. Have that time to find out who I am more so via them or vice versa. So whatever it is, I change the game all the time. I wear many hats and many coats, but I'm always 1,000,000% real. That's one thing I will give it to you. So my heart to all those who have dealt with detrimental times that come from people who could possibly are in love with you, love you, but we know what love is. It's patient, kind, unfailing, undying, not, boastful. It's not anything to ever be putting you down. It only rises and lifts you up. It's purification at its finest. But love can only be given and shown and translated through the creator of all things. And that's why love is so rarely seen on this earth, because the flesh is always going to speak. That's what happens. So at the end of the day, it's like when I translate love through me, it's not I'm trying to get someone hooked on me. It's just I'm translating the love that comes from the Spirit through me to them to love themselves more. And in return, they love me because they think, oh, that's her love. Yeah, that's a part of my love too, but it's given to me from the greatest source ever. I couldn't come up with myself because of all the people who did me wrong. Oh my goodness. It would be some things being given back. Okay. Let me just put that on out there. It's not going to be candies and rainbows and butterflies. But if I let it guide me and say, you know what? It's okay, Lex. Let it go. Just let it go. That's all I can do. So at the end of the day, let it go, let it flow, be who you are. Let things be the way they need to be and change the game for you. We will be touching base on this conversation again. This has been one of a tribute to her and all those out there who just need to understand from a different side of things on what it is and, how to change the game for yourself on what decision you choose. Just think about how you're going to feel if you proceed. Think about how real it really is. Is it worth holding on to the pain to keep the love? Or is it worth holding on to the love to keep the pain? Or is it worth just finding more of you? So that's all there is to it. Nothing to overanalyze, just more sunrise. So this is your host, Lex, and this is the Real Double Dose channel, RDDC. You can also keep up with us at rddc.blogspot.com, which is Real Double Dose channel.blogspot.com. And also our support team. That is the Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. We hope that you stay blessed and only you. And thank you for tuning in. And we will be back with you soon.